I never had that in me. Did not have it in me. Keeper's left.
Jeff Gamble is the video assistant referee. He was checking that for quite some time. No clear and obvious errors. So here we go. Jorginho with a chance to make it 3 for Arsenal against Tyler Miller. Jorginho is taking his time, making Tyler Miller wait, and then sending Tyler Miller a little bit the wrong way, froze him, and it's 3-0 for Arsenal 2 minutes into the second half.
It just freezes you as any goalkeeper, right? That little hop right before he takes it. All he looks for is any kind of freeze. What a tough time this is for Tim Parker. You come into the game in 13 seconds. After rejuvenation of your career at St. Louis City, he's been a huge part of their early success. Ball off the left hand. And just Tyler Miller, nervous at the knees. Calm, collected finish from Jorginho.
"15 seconds into Tim Parker's first All-Star appearance. A handball, and now 3-0 for Arsenal. Mikel Arteta, I think, will be pretty happy with what Arsenal is getting out of this, at least minutes into the second half, up 3-0. Kai Havertz came on for Bukayo Saka. One of the 3 changes at halftime to complete that. We talked a lot in the first half, guys, about that. Right, Kai Havertz, one of the big 3 signings so far this summer for Arsenal. Maybe didn't quite reach expectations at Chelsea, despite, of course, Champions League winning goal.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's going to stand out. And listen, no matter what else happens.
That's worth 75 million pounds, isn't it?
And for him, I mean, listen, even if a season's not going well, that's a moment that you can always reflect on and think, listen, when the pressure was at its highest, I was able to deliver. But I think he's another player that, similar to Declan Rice, when we were talking about him in the first half, I think Mikel Arteta has a vision for this squad, and he's a piece that he feels like is unique. Here, more of a central area. So it's interesting about the partnerships that get formed. Himself and Odegaard come in together. Is that the tandem that we'll see playing in front of the likes of Declan Rice? But I think he's a player that has a tremendous amount of upside. And in the right system, which I think he's going to be in now, I think he'll find that level of success.
£65 million transfer from Chelsea. John Tolkien of the New York Red Bulls, 20-year-old, making his first All-Star appearance. 19 players on this MLS All-Star roster making their first appearance. Ferreira was trying to get it through for Espinosa, didn't really work out. It's the most all-time in All-Star game history, most first-time All-Stars. It is a roster that maybe has a little bit of a different feel to it, given all the debutants in this game. The last time Arsenal came here in 2016 to play the MLS All-Stars, the likes of David Villa, Kaká, Didier Drogba, Andrea Pirlo. Some real world footballing superstars, but it's a different MLS now also, 7 years later. Zelarayan tried to flick it on for Ferreira. Kai Havertz.
I mean, the spacing from Arsenal, it's incredible to watch. They give you that false sense of security almost at times and bait you into situations, and then it's just a one-touch pass that now exposes you, that now opens up the game, and then they're off to creating overloads in areas again.
Are you surprised, though? I mean, look at Arteta and how well schooled he is under Pep in the system that he is, with balance and spacing and technique all over the field, tactically inverting your fullbacks at times. I mean, it's remarkable how similar they are to City when they have possession.
The other part, too, is how young this team is.
Agreed.
We were just talking about Kai Havertz, 24 years old. Talking about Bukayo Saka in the first half, 21 years old. You look at that center back pairing. Saliba, 22. Gabriel, 25. So your core is a lot of young players. And then you talk about the price tag with Declan Rice, another young player, younger player as well. He's one that I could see wearing the armband for them.
Really?
Declan Rice, yeah?
Already straight in.
No.
Okay.
Not straight in, but I'm saying he's a player that I see being at this club for the duration of his contract, signing multiple contracts at this club, and eventually wearing the armband.
I think Odegaard has to move on if that's going to happen.
Another 24-year-old. Havertz. Trossard. Gets around Gallagher. Back to Havertz. Jakub Kivior. Trossard dispossessed by John Gallagher. Now Espinosa coming forward. Behind Gallagher. He's able to get back on it. Draws a foul. Trossard down as well. Ten Uncle's going to call Arsenal's athletic training staff out to check on Leandro Trossard, who scored the second goal in this match. And has looked real sharp in just the second preseason match for Arsenal.
He first came into a level of impatience, but credit to the owners. They stuck with them. They gave him the time. They allowed him to really shape this team into his mold. And although last year finished not the way the ideal situation for them, but in some ways they maybe were ahead of schedule. If you let him tell it, they were ahead of schedule in terms of what their overall plan was for the next few years. So the foundation